Nope.
Yeah, that's really rough. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of the Soapbox, and I am joined by Miss
Karen.
Last name
Pinales.
There it is. Karen's actually. You guys haven't heard Karen on the podcast just yet because usually she's in the same group that usually does our bonus episodes with Anthony Lopez, R. Walker, CJ Perry, but homegirl here's got 2 jobs and an internship, so.
Oh yeah.
So hustle, make that money.
Always.
So let's start with your work. What do you do for a living? Let's start with the more interesting one in terms of.
I'm a sales associate, and that's both my occupations. I'm always.
All right, but one you get paid commission and the other you don't. So we're just gonna say that's the real one, because.
You're right.
Because if you're getting paid hourly to sell shit, and you're not getting paid a commission on the things you sell, why would you ever give a shit about what you do?
Because of bills. But it's not a bad place. But I get what you're saying. Because sometimes you're just like, I did this. I'm making you this money.
Because I'm getting my money back.
Yeah, you want it back. You're just like, without me, would they have thought that? But I understand. Every company has their things. As long as I'm getting paid either way. I'm not doing work for free.
Yeah, I stopped. I have people who used to kind of take advantage of me in that regard. And
you learn the hard way, and you're like, nope, we're not doing this ever again.
Ever again.
That's why there's certain people I don't help out. I'm like, show me the money.
Show me the money. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
What's the most interesting? What is the biggest sale you ever had working that you got commission on?
Oh.
The biggest one, commission you got off a single sale.
Well, I'll just use that example. I had to go halfsies on it, but we sold an anti-aging cream, and they're worth thousands, and sold it for I think $1,500, and I was like, okay, cool, I can take that.
You made $750 off the bat.
Yeah. And the reason why is because I couldn't really finish the sale, so I had my professional person finish it. I'm more of a starter up. I'm better at that because I'm not really too pushy.
Oh, so you had to split the sale, your commission. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting better at.
But that's still what, $375?
Yeah.
In your pocket?
I'll take it.
Oh shit, I'll take it.
Sometimes it's bigger than my paycheck.
When I was working at Sunoco overnight, you made off a single sale what I made in a more than what I made in a week.
Sadly, yeah, that was me too. That's the reason I got the second job. But now that I got promoted at my one job, I'm kind of like, ooh, I'm getting up there because one of my friends gets paid $15 an hour, but not the same place. And I'm like, you guys hiring?
Did you know that Delaware is going to try and get to $15 an hour by 2020?
I don't agree with that. I'm like, dude, the economy is going to be terrible.
Dude, part of the glory of living in Delaware and not living in Jersey or PA, it's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
If everybody's getting minimum $15 an hour,
all the prices are going to rise. iPhone's expensive now. Just wait till later.
It's like raising the minimum wage would work if you raised the federal minimum wage.
Yeah,
but here's the thing: if different it's policy doesn't work if it only happens in one area, and a state is an area. I'm staying here because it's still going to be categorically cheaper than living in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but then small businesses are going to do pretty bad.
Not really. From a tax perspective, it's they're not changing the tax code to hit as a small business, I pay $300 a year when I file. That's it.
Well, for me, it kind of depends because if small businesses are doing bad, then big businesses are doing bad.
Not necessarily, because a lot of the time big businesses want to up the minimum wage because here's the thing, it gets rid of lower competitors. If you're a Walgreens and they raise the minimum wage from $10 an hour to $12 an hour, and overnight, guess who's going to get hurt the most by that? Little bodegas, little convenience stores, mom and pop shops, franchisees, stuff like that. Who's not going to get hurt by that is corporate Walgreens, because they'll just jack up their prices and maybe fire a person or two and compensate.
That's true.
They're able to take blow, like, it's less about the price. It's less about that and more like about what businesses are big enough to take that blow and still be profitable.
That's true. Everything's a risk, though. Any kind of job you take, everything you do.
True.
That's why my mom wanted to start her own business for a while, but like that risk of setting it up, because like nobody wants to set themselves up for failure.
What kind of business was it?
She wanted to get into like doing kind of construction, because my grandpa and my stepdad, they know how to do it, and they've done a couple like single jobs for people that they've done. You get paid in full because it's just you.
Okay,
so
here's what you got to pay for. You got to pay
workers, equipment, some of them transportation, because a lot of people, surprisingly, who do construction can't drive.
Well, here's the thing. What you do is you say you're a 1099 contractor. So you pay them, and then they got to take care of the taxes of their own. So here's what happens. So what happens is your mom is an LLC that does construction. She finds clients, and she has her contractors, your dad and brother, to go do it. Now, what happens is she gives them a 1099 form that they sign, so they're independent contractors. She doesn't have to pay them health benefits. She doesn't have to pay them a minimum wage. She doesn't have to pay them X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E. So what she could do is instead of having to pay them payroll, like, she just pays them nothing. And since they're and then they just because they're living at home, they work, they do that work, and then she won't give them cash, she feeds them, like, all that, so that they get it all under the table and all that stuff. So what ends up happening is she cuts off all that those payroll taxes and stuff like that. Also, the biggest things you'll probably have to worry about is you probably have to get is the licenses, and the total cost to set everything up I would say would be no more than $500.
Yeah, plus,
it's just
she already has a business license and all that. It's just again, because she already has her own business that she does separately, but it's not.
You have to get a separate license for that.
Oh wow. Oh,
right, because for every type of business you got like at the convenience store I used to work at, like the gas station, you had to be she had I think 3 different business licenses. A food retailer, a gas station, and a
She'd be willing to do that, but I don't know. It all depends on them. I'm not pushing them to do anything, but I'm like, it's something that is hard for working for other people. It definitely can be, because you get frustrated and you're just like, oh my gosh.
Have you ever thought about starting your own business?
One can dream. Not really starting my own business, but like, kind of to be in charge of all that, but.
What would you want to do?
I want to do music, and I know it sounds corny. It sounds like every dumb
Okay, can I tell you something? Do you write your own songs and stuff?
Sometimes.
Can I give you a recommendation?
Sure.
You should own your own LLC. And I'll tell you why. It's because the way the music industry works is you can't like sell albums and all this stuff like even like places like iTunes and Spotify and all that. They don't work with you. The U.S. government doesn't even, in the patent office and intellectual property, they don't recognize individuals as owners of intellectual property, i.e. your music and your catalog. They only see companies, and that's because for the longest time the only people who could have the money to manage all this stuff and control the careers of these musicians was record companies. But now, especially because you live in Delaware, you could say you're a music company and that company owns all the holdings of this person. Every musician should have an LLC, so they can market and sell their stuff accordingly and not have, say, some jackass like record company come along and say, "Oh, I saw this on the internet. This is mine now, and I'm going to patent the intellectual property and all that shit." And then you, the individual, will have to get money and lawyers and all this stuff to go and fight this giant company with money, and you're going to lose.
Yeah, but as I said, I don't really have too many like things I can do so well without getting like a college education and all that. So I'm like here to study and see wherever it brings me. I want to do music, but I'm being a little bit realistic. I know it's not the easiest thing, because
But you gotta remember. But you have a great good. But you're very smart, and you do know sales very well.
True, but you know,
Have
like
you ever thought about
who can't sing? You ever go like see those ads on Facebook or Instagram, all these singers, and you're just like, who the hell are they? And sometimes I'll listen to them. I'm like, okay, some of them are actually really good, but they'll never get out there. It's like The Voice. My mom wanted me to go on there. She was like, oh, I feel like you could win it, and I'm like, who do you know who's ever actually made an occupation of singing who won The Voice? I would really go there for the money. If I'm going to be completely honest, there's so many things I could pay off. I could pay off how my mom paid off the mortgage.
But think about it. The government's gonna take at least 56%.
Exactly. So you're like, what was the point of that? Who do you know got famous off there?
So what you should. So the reason why, like, if I were to go on The Voice, and start making my way through it, I wouldn't really give a shit about The Voice or winning or any of that. It would be about building a social media
publicity,
following.
Right?
Selling merch, on my Instagram, the podcast, blasting all that out there, and just it would literally just be a vehicle for my acceleration. It's like those opportunities, like people see things like American Idol, The Voice, all these different.
It's like, oh my god, I love their voice. Let me follow them on Instagram. Let me follow them on Facebook.
Right.
Let me go listen to their songs.
Right, and then at that point, it's falls to you to interact with all those people. And then if you do, they realize, oh, this person's cool. It's awesome. And then you can start doing some, like, getting some merch and doing some sites and doing interviews, and something going viral like that. Like if something I have goes viral, I try to make sure, like, one of the biggest things is you never want to be known for the thing you enjoyed the least. The joy you made or did the least. You know the guy who made the remember the song Cherry Pie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was a musical genius. He had a punk rock discography that was very new age and very, like, revolutionary and very eloquent. He got a hotel room in the early 2000s and shot himself.
Hated the song?
Because all he was ever known for was a song he literally spent 15 minutes writing on the back of a pizza box.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
So that's why I do this podcast. That's why I do a YouTube. That's why I do the merchandising. Because I want to be. That's why if I don't enjoy doing something, I stop working on it.
Yeah.
Unless it pays the bills.
That's true.
Like, all these things I'm not making a whole ton of money off of. I'm either breaking even or losing money. But I do them because if I work at them long enough, I slowly get every day that goes by, every week, every month, all my analytics are in an upward trend for Facebook likes, Facebook views, Instagram follows, everything. And it just grows. And it'll continue to grow over time.
Yeah, and the more you tell people, that's why I try to. I didn't want to be like a single. I wanted to be part of a band, but it's really hard finding musicians in Delaware who like the same music as you,
which
are supposed to commit it. I like indie and folk as my main. I could play just about anything, but I'm really not trying to be like a heavy metal band where a lot of people are. They're like, ooh, yeah, I play an acoustic, or I play an electric, but I'm gonna play
all the edgelords and Hokessen with the punk rock scene.
Yeah, I'm like, that's great that you can do that, and it's super cool. Not the kind of music, because I try to be realistic towards, like, my vocal cords too. You might like a certain kind of music, like, let's say I like country, but I know my voice in country is not gonna make it.
See, I grew up singing country music, and I was classically trained, so things like Dean Martin and Sinatra and Johnny Cash, those things are definitely up my alley. But there's no market for that really in Delaware.
Exactly.
Unless I want to go and sing old Sinatra songs to like Italian people in Little Italy, and get paid for basically enough money to do my dry cleaning, and that's it.
Yeah, because they won't pay a lot, so you're not actually them. But
right.
Yeah, so like opportunities. That's why I try to do open mics to let people know. But a lot of people are just like, oh, open mics are great and all, but all they ever care about is you promoting them. Like, oh, follow me, tell your friends about me. They never really want to connect with you, and when they do, they kind of just want to do a collab. But I'm like, you don't see like where this mixes. I'm like, dude, your music and my music.
Have you ever thought about starting an Instagram page for your music and stuff?
Well, that's the thing, because I don't really like. That's where I needed like get off my high horse. I like playing live. Like that's just me. I don't like those.
Yeah, get off your damn high horse.
I know when people are like, "Oh, I'll make you a beat." I don't want that. Record me playing something? Let's go for it.
Remember Mr. Guns?
I'm just saying, I don't.
Yo,
my friend, he makes beats and stuff, and I'm like, that's nice, but I don't really like that. I don't want to bass, because then I'm not gonna be happy with what I'm doing. Oh, I can sing to anything. Yeah, I'll sing to instrumental.
What if you did? What if you did a? What if you did a? What if you did a music and beauty blog kind of thing on your Instagram?
Not beauty. I know nothing. It would be hilarious.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I've had multiple people keep telling, like, I think I'm fugly, you know, I don't think I'm attractive, but I've had multiple people tell me otherwise, and you look stunning, but because you're self and internalizing it, you don't see it. I assure you, if you just took like a picture, like if you just did like an Instagram shot and posted it, I bet you every dollar I got, it would go for that post would get at least 200, 300 likes.
Yeah, but
maybe
I'm
more.
not good with beauty. Like, that's like kind of not my brand. I'm not that person. Like I told you, beauty fades. So when people are like,
oh no, I agree.
To help with that.
But think about it.
Washing hair. I can show people to do that.
Think about the people like Trisha Modu or Tana Mojo. Like, it's like they're not naturally pretty women. They have to wear a lot of makeup to look the way they do. Like, take you have the same kind of benefit that somebody like, let's say, Remy Ma or Beyonce have. You just have you look naturally pretty with or without makeup.
Yeah, but this is not something I want to do. I just kind of feel like it'd be like,
right, but what I'm saying, no, and I'm not saying that's something you should do. What I'm saying is, the main thing is the music. That shit is just to get initial easy fun.
What? They're gonna be like, yo, this girl's an idiot. I'll be like, so let's do makeup. Be like,
I'm not just
smeared on, patch it on.
I didn't tell you to do makeup tutorials.
But like, that's where like more beauty gurus and all those people who are like really popular on YouTube,
no,
it's on that. And like skincare.
The only videos that you should be putting out is you jamming and writing music and doing all those songs. What I'm talking about is once in a while, just for your analytics.
Some kicks and giggles.
Like you look good now. Taking a picture now and doing that would work.
My pictures all look terrible. I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Awkward.
If I take a selfie, it looks awful. But if somebody else takes a picture, it looks fine.
Even when other people take pictures of me, I look. My mom's a photographer, and I look awkward. My manager yesterday was trying to like, oh, let's take a picture for like the Instagram. And I was like, okay.
Do you want to know?
I look so weird.
Do you want to know part of the? Do you want to know part of the reason why I try to have women on more than men?
Why?
Analytics.
I guess people want to listen to women more, but that's entirely true. Most of like the comedians
I have the data to back it up.
I don't know, because a lot of the like comedians and people I listen to are usually men.
Legit. I have Facebook analytical data that shows that between two episodes, one of say our buddies Czar in a nice suit, looking crisp and clean, and say say Mackenzie Warwick, who I had on a while ago. Funny story with that, I'll tell on later. She did categorically better, both in viewing the post, clicking on the link, listening to the podcast than Czar did. Czar is an objectively handsome man. 10 out of 10 would smash if it was gay. He's all right. Czar's gonna punish me for that. Later, I'm gonna get punched in the liver when I least expect it.
We're expecting it.
We're expecting it. Yeah. and Mackenzie's a cutie pie. She's fun.
She's cute. She's really cool.
But it's just the categorical difference. Like, I'm not even saying like dress, skin. Like,
I know what you mean.
Literally, it's just. I'm saying doing like if every third or fifth post was just you saying good morning everybody and it's just like a nice picture or whatever, the
drinking coffee.
Like you have this benefit that I don't have. If I had that, I would be doing it to drive my analytics.
Most singers nowadays who are guys, and I'm not coming at anyone, they're popular because of their voice. Because look at Ed Sheeran. Don't lie to yourself. Ed Sheeran is not an attractive looking man. Louis Capaldi is not an attractive looking man, but their voice lures you in that passion.
Yo, but legit, like Ed Sheeran like writes music that also just is like.
That's where people are like, oh my god, I love him. I'm like, but he's not attractive. Louis Capaldi, one of the best voices I've ever heard.
I've always found it funny. Like it's funny. Like on top of Ed Sheeran, I've seen some girls just be like, oh my god, he's so hot. And I'm just like,
where?
What?
He looks like a potato.
He looks like I look better than him, and I look better than him, and I look like a freaking deformed Viking.
I don't know. I feel like, but it's his voice. Like if you put like a sack on his face and you hear it, you're like, yes. Then he takes it off, and you're like, but that's what I'm saying. Looks at everything. Sometimes you get to hear people talk, and you're like,
do you remember the guy who played Ron Weasley in Harry Potter?
Yes.
Do you know that when he goes out in public, he puts a duck mask on?
Why?
So he doesn't get mobbed.
Well, now they know he's the duck mask. Surprise.
I can just imagine like the amount of like dickhead guys who like put like says, all right, I know how I'm gonna get a blowjob.
Put a duck mask on.
Put a duck mask, just put a rubber duck head on, and just like, oh my god.
Yes, I am wrong. Yes, but take the mask off. No, I will not.
You Ren Fair girl at all?
Do
you like going to the Ren Fair at all?
I've always wanted to. I've just never had the opportunity really present itself. You know, I'm always busy. People are like, you ever been to Florida? I'm like, no. What is Florida? I've never been.
Yeah. Honestly, I've always wanted to go west. I've never ever been the furthest west I've ever been is West Virginia. Now, to be contrast, I've gone all the way to Florida. I've gone to Europe. I've always gone east. But we live on the northeastern seaboard. Like, there's not really much else like further east I can go without getting on a plane.
It's beauty within itself here in the small town of Delaware. It's not that bad.
It's not even a small town. It's like, but then again, it's like on a busy day, there's 100,000 people in the city within the city limits.
But everybody knows each other.
And but no, here's the thing: the people who actually live here is like 30,000.
But that's why I feel like it's weird because like you'll run into it. Like I'll be at my job and like people will be like, oh hey, I went to high school with her. I found my best friend from elementary school at my job. And she came up to me. She was like, you're probably not going to recognize me because I look different. And I knew her instantly.
Dude, it's like, here's how much I hate Delaware. We went into box lunch to see you.
Who did you run into?
And we run into like the girl who was fucking my old friend of mine. It was and she works there. I'm like, what the fucking Delaware, man.
It's really, dude, one of these someone I met here, I thought he was really cool, friends with my ex, and I was like, terminated instantly. Don't talk to them. I was like, no. And because like I never saw that connection.
Listen, I can't be mean to people in Delaware. I can't be a dickhead.
Because we hear about that guy.
There's 3 degrees of separation.
Everybody will know about it. They don't even know who you are. I've seen people like, oh yeah, one girl. She came to the store. She knew me off of Instagram. I was like, who the hell is she? She's like, oh, yeah, I have you on Instagram. And I was like, oh, nice. She's like, you're so nice. And I was like, she was really nice, too. But like, it's crazy. I've had people walk into the store and then follow me on Instagram after. And I'm like, how the hell did they find me?
They probably saw it. Like,
I don't wear my name tag anymore.
What's your Instagram name?
At K3PX4.
What do you post on it?
Usually when I go to concerts, pictures like family and all this stuff. And that one person, they follow me on my vinyl page because mine is locked. I have to confirm it. My vinyl page isn't, so they follow me on there. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird how they found that.
Do you follow me on Instagram?
Yes. I thought it was weird because people were like, oh, if you're like in the same location as someone, sometimes you can find them. Mm-hmm. I was like, how the hell you do that? I've tried and I couldn't figure it out, but. That's what I'm saying. Delaware is really small, like, and then you always know someone who knows somebody. Cause we'll be like, oh, you know him? Yeah. Oh, I know him too. That's my brother. That's my cousin. That's my best friend. And I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, it's like, there's this black girl I had a one-night stand with. I lost my virginity to. And literally, I faded into the night. Never saw her again. And literally, I was talking to my one homegirl, and she's like, yo, you realize that so-and-so likes this? I'm just like, who is so-and-so? I'm just like, oh shit, that fucking Delaware! Like, God.
It's a small place.
It's annoying is what it is.
Yeah, I had one guy, he was kind of like interested in me.
It makes me understand why people in New York are like fucking like dickhead businessmen. There's no trust there. It's because You can burn a person 3 people a day every day for the rest of your life, and you're still gonna find suckers.
Yeah. I don't know, cause plus people always have like that biased opinion. That's why whenever people try to tell me something about someone, I never take it to heart. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna base it off of what they said. Because I remember, I told you this already, about that one time where 2 people came up to me telling me that they were like, oh, I don't like him. And I was like, okay. And I felt like they were expecting me to be like, yeah, you're going to say it too. And I was like, Evan's my homeboy. Like, I have no issues with him. And they kind of like were just like, well, we don't like him. Like, if I to join their
Wait,
cult.
who is this?
The girl who left.
Oh, yeah. We cool now. I had her on the podcast.
Oh. Yeah,
she's not that bad. What ended up happening with that whole scenario was that I just ended up saying, hey, listen, life is short, I'm tired, and I don't like drama. I want to work shit out with you guys so I don't, like, have any, like, ill will or ill feeling. We sat down and chatted it out, like, and basically we figured everything. It's like...
She's probably one of the closest people, but I hate when people do that. Don't do that. That's like me going up to you, like, oh, you were just talking to Timmy? Well, Timmy sucks. But like maybe Timmy sucks for me, but doesn't mean he sucks for you. Like Timmy could be my best friend. Yeah, I hate when people do that. So I never listen when people are like, oh, they're terrible. I'll take a heed of a warning if they're like, oh, they're a terrible worker.
You know what I say? Well, you know what I say is if I gave a shit about your opinion, I'd ask for it.
There you go.
You know,
I'm like, a lot of people say it's not even true from what I met from people.
Right. It's like I'm sure you have been heard lots of shit about me or Anthony or other people in our group. People say not great things, have probably not said great things about us to you, and thinking, why do you hang out with them? And I'm just like,
people have probably said nice things about me too, because I've changed a lot over the years. I used to be really mean in like middle school and beginning of high school, but then I changed, and then everyone's like, oh, Kara, she's such a sweetheart, and I'm like, I wasn't like. Oh no.
Push
anyone's buttons.
You are a bit of a sweetheart, but like we see through that.
Good. I was talking to my other coworker.
You can be a snarky C word at times. Let's be frank.
Cause like I was talking to my coworker, and they're always like, I hate when people try to say, oh, you're so cute. Like I can be picking my nose, stick it up my butt, and then like lick it, and people will be like, oh, she's so cute, because they don't know me. People think that, oh, I've never experienced anything. They're like, she's so innocent. She's never experienced anything in her life.
Again, it's one of the luxuries you pretty people have.
I wouldn't entirely agree with that, but it's annoying. And I told him that I was like, I don't like being called cute. I'm not a dog. I'm not an animal. They'll be, oh, she's so cute. Oh, she turns all so cute.
It's like,
treat me how you treat all your other friends.
Has some basic white girl come up to you and like, oh, you're such an adorable little cinnamon roll or some bullshit like that?
No. I don't have any problems with like white girls or anything, but they don't really lean to talking to me. I don't know. I've had friends who are super cool. I've had friends of all cultures, but they usually don't, because I guess the way I dress and the way I talk, I don't really. I don't know. People tell me sometimes they come off as standoffish, and most of my friends who are white told me that. I don't know. They're like, you look mean, or you look like you're gonna start like an issue. I'm like, okay.
You look like you just got off of work and you're tired.
Yeah, that's pretty much true, but
like that doesn't mean you're mean.
Yeah, but I've had one of my friends. She was black. She told me that before too. She was like, you look mean, so I didn't talk to you. She's like, now I know like you're really nice, and as I said, you can't always judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you think one thing and it ends up being. I'm really cool, or you dodged a bullet. You're like, oh god, dang. I didn't judge it automatically, and now I know. No. That's why I don't tell everybody everything. There are people who will use your stories and what you say against you, and the people who will, actually be a friend about it.
Right.
Delaware's too small to be telling all your secrets to just anybody. He'll come to bite you. Aren't you that? No. Deny it all.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's life.
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Yeah. So how's your family doing?
They're chilling like a villain on the ceiling, drinking penicillin.
Damn, they got a mean bacterial infection then.
Never that. I don't know. Yeah, everybody's chill, brothers and all my younger siblings are getting up there in the school.
How old are they now, usually? Average?
4, 5, 8.
Those are the grades they're in?
No, those are their ages.
Oh god, you must be able to kill yourself.
No, they're great.
They're gonna get even worse. Just wait till they become teenagers.
I know, but
you remember that?
I've dealt with myself.
Do you remember how degenerate your teenage boys were when you were in high school? Now imagine having to live with them at home.
No, I didn't. I was involved in a lot of stuff when I was in high school, and all my friends were really cool. I never had to deal with like any issues with like anybody being like weird. Except one time somebody grabbed my butt and I didn't know who did it, and I got real mad. So I turned around and I was like, "Come face me."
Yo, that happened to me in high school too. Like there were these.
What happened to my sister too?
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it was, but like these 3 blonde chicks behind me just pinched my ass and started giggling, and I just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, you get your guard up. You're like whatever hood or street that you had in comes out. Who touched my voice got so deep. If you think like my voice now was like, who touched me?
Yo, but I'm not gonna lie. I was like at that age though. I was like so devoid of like female attention. I'm just like that made my day.
Not me.
Like,
I was like, oh, I was hyped. I was like bouncing.
Right. For like, I don't know if it, like it's, for a guy though. For me, like I was like offended for like 10 minutes, but then I'm just like that made my day, and I'm just like I feel bad that it made my day, but it's just like. What can you do?
Me, I try to get people to leave me alone because there's this persistent people, especially at my job. I don't know. I had one person.
Hey, persistent people.
I had one guy that I know, and he's way older than me. He might be 40. He might be the same age as my parents, and he doesn't get the hint.
You should tell the shoulder story after.
Oh my god! I haven't seen him since. Because this guy's older, and he asked me, which I thought was inappropriate, why do younger girls like older men? And I was like, am I with an older man that you're asking me this? I know his kids, his wife. I was not doing that. I was like, I shut it down.
But the answer I think to that is that probably the same reason why I've got a hanging with a chick this Thursday. It's because there's a lack of like women get mentally, emotionally, and physically mature at a faster rate than boys do. And when at age 18, like you're probably at when you were at age 18, you were probably at like it, depending on your like environment and stuff. Who's that?
A friend.
Okay. You and both you like you and I probably were on different maturity levels. Like I was like probably like actually what an 18-year-old is, and you were probably like 20.
Yeah, maybe. We all have a reckless. You just learn from life. I don't know.
You do. I think
when people like mature, I think maturity comes more from experience and not really age. When people like, oh, when you reach this certain age, you'll get more mature. I think it's the stuff you go through. Because I've had a lot of adults tell me like, oh, you're very mature for your age. I thought you were 16 or something. I don't know about that, but when I tell them it's the stuff I've gone through. Like, there's people who've never gone through any trauma, no trials.
No struggle whatsoever.
No struggles or anything. And I feel like that's what helps really to mature, to learn how to save your money. Or no, okay, this is what I want to. Or going through a bad relationship. And people are like, oh man, I hate it. You broke my heart. But you learn from that now. Now you can see those red flags and stuff. And that's how you mature from your experience. You could be 5 and like, no, having the coolest shoes doesn't matter if I don't have the money. It's all about what you see, because somebody telling you their experience, it doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
Unless you go through it. People be like, oh, don't do this, it's messed up my life, and then I could go through it and not mess up my life. And so I'm like, what then? Doesn't really benefit anybody. So it's nice that you want to help someone else and tell them that, but it doesn't mean it's always going to be the same. And why do people still do it? Because people don't give a damn about your experience. They want their own. Onto the shoulder. I haven't seen him.
Actually, before we start, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna dip to a brief commercial break, and we will come back with this creepy ass story. We will be right back. And we're back. So let's hear it. What is this creepy?
I don't know. You know what? I actually started it though. We're the creepy shoulder. We were in line one time trying to get food. We're all hungry. And he didn't have money, so I felt bad. He's from the same country as my family. So I was like, oh, let me buy it for you.
In what country is that?
The Dominican Republic. So I was like, oh, let me buy it. And he was like,
I want to ask some shit about the DR after.
Oh, no. And he was like, no, don't do it. And I was like, dude, I'll pay. It was like, what, $3, $5? I didn't think much of it. So ever since then, he wrote me on Facebook, like, can I send a picture of myself? he would like to meet with me. He just doesn't have a car and like a job and stuff like that. He wanted to pay me back. And I was like, no. But every single time he met me in person, he would grab my shoulder and be like, hello, my friend. Ow. It made me super duper uncomfortable, and I just hated it. And I remember, like, this was a couple months ago. He actually came up to me, and he was like, here's $20. And I was like, no, you don't have to pay me back. I spent like $5. He looked me dead in the eye like he was about to kick me across the room. This giant 6-foot man. He looks kind of like he's not an Andre the Giant big, but in my eyes, that's what he was, of how short I am. And I was like, I'll take it. He was like, good. And he'll keep trying to contact me, like, hey, how are things? How's the family? You ever gonna send me that picture? And I'm like, I'm like, no, I'm not. And he seems like a good person, but I'm like, you're coming off as super duper creepy. You need to leave me alone. Lesson learned: don't help. Don't help people out, but be careful who you help out, because people are weird. That's the second guy in Delta who's done that to me. But the shoulder.
Well, what do you? So before I start grilling on you about the DR and all that mess, and before I want to ask you about something else. Before I ask you about that, I want to note that if you go to trollolol.com, trollolol.brand.com, to be clear, spelled troll, O-L-O-L, brand.com, you can pick up the lovely shirt that we sell on that page, the I Escaped the Dominican Republica poison free.
Oh my god!
Get it now for $15. And you can also use code HIMedia for 10% off at checkout.
No, come on. It's not that bad. People keep coming at it because people who were dying and getting poisoned on there. No. It's like any other culture is what I tell people. Would you go to Jamaica wearing Coach in gold, knowing that poverty down there is bad? Let's even use Haiti. It's right next to the Dominican Republic. But you go down there knowing, like, Haiti, their government system's not doing too well. A lot of poverty down there. Flashing around an iPhone and a gold chain and stuff. When there was that one couple who did that allegation, oh, I got jumped. She got off the resort.
Look at how...
She got off the resort wearing all that stuff. Even in Wilmington, I'm not going to walk around holding cash. I'm not. So why would you do that in another country and you don't speak the language? They will kill you down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say, oh, it's like everyone there is so great. There are great people, but there are people who will kill you. And to be honest, they're not going to beat you up and just that's going to be the end of it. They're going to take your clothes, your jewelry. They will take everything. They're poor. They don't have that. So that woman was like, oh, they just beat me up, but you still got your watch on? That's a lie. They're going to take that damn watch. They're going to take your skirt. They're going to take it all. They don't care. They can sell it. They can sell an underwear.
Hell, they'll take you and sell you.
They will do it. Any country. I love the Dominican. Like I said, it's great people, great stuff. But when you're desperate, you are desperate. And not everybody who lives on there is a great person. Just like in America. Not everyone down here. So people look at you and be like, I'm going to steal it.
I'm not going to lie. I forgot what I was going to ask you before I asked you about the DR. What were we talking about? What were we talking about beforehand?
Shoulder guy.
And he said...
I said there was another guy. That's like the second guy.
What's he do?
Oh my god, he's just creepy. I just said hi to him one time. We were in line and he asked me about the phone.
Oh, I know. I remember what I was going to ask you about. I have a vociferous disdain
for
neck-bearded fedora incels.
Why?
See, for those who, I know this is an audio podcast, I'm just giving her a, like, motherfucker really look.
Yeah, pretty. I don't know. Like, neckbeards, a lot of occupations don't let them have it because they're, like, gross people. But I know people who are hairy. It's not a neckbeard anymore. That's
I'm
like
so glad that my hair, like, my facial hair
goes from, like, their chest and up.
Literally, I'm so glad that my facial hair has, like, full coverage and shit, so it's not just here. Oh, God.
I know, but I'm telling you, neckbeard all the way to the chest and up. It's connected. It's not even neckbeard anymore.
I want to do No Shave November, and I'm not sure if I want to or not.
Go for it. What is anyone gonna say? If it was a girl, they'd be like, "Oh my god, horror." Hair is hair.
I mean,
it's natural.
Right. I mean, Thursday is Thursday, so I don't know if I want to like shave it off and then start anew after that. But
It already is November. No, you gotta start now. It's November 5th. You gotta start now.
Fine. But it's like I just wanted to say this. It's just I hate incels piss me off. Like, listen, it's not that hard to get a woman to touch your penis. It's really not. And I'm not talking to you.
I beg to differ.
I'm talking about it's a numbers game. But you're not able to play the numbers game until you do the following. Curb your fucking speech and opinions in public. Shower and use deodorant.
And you want some soap. Just throwing that out there.
Here's the big thing. You and we were talking about this yesterday off the podcast. It was just, you know how every guy in here, and back me up on this, is like them initially. They don't know how to talk to women. Any female interaction is considered oh my god, she did all this. But once you get used to talking to women in the sense of,
because everybody's different.
Right. Well, no, but when I say talk, I mean as a friend.
Oh, well, yeah.
If a guy has no female friends, and it's like that. I think for all the ladies listening out there, a giant red flag onto whether or not a guy is before you consider, look to see if he has any homegirls.
No, you gotta be careful with that. You gotta think of a guy's perspective. Now, got too close of a homegirl,
right, but
they're not gonna like that.
But here's the thing, though: if the ratio of friends is female dominant with this guy, and he doesn't have a lot of homeboys, that's the big red flag for on the opposite spectrum, because he might be a fuckboy then.
I saw an episode of 90 Day Fiance with my mom because she loves that show.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guys, his best friend was a girl, and his fiance did not like that. She was like, "Oh, can you just go outside, look at our plants?" She was like, "Oh, I don't want to do it right now." She was like, "Go look at the plants. Step away from my man." Where I don't know, jealousy is an ugly color.
Well, Mariah is like a sister to me.
Well,
she can. It's. But
you don't see how it's not oh, you guys are always touching each other, around each other, hey, best friend.
No, it's I don't even see her as a member of the opposite sex. I forget I forget so with such frequency that she's a woman that I'm well, why isn't Mariah why isn't Mariah says she had to go to the bathroom, why did she other one. That's it. Yeah, it's just
when you get used to someone, you kind of just whatever. I don't even care. I can FaceTime my cousin. She's a girl. If I'm taking a shower or something, she's not seeing me, of course. I put my phone there, but as soon as her fiance came in the room, and even though they can't see me, I was she's like, "Are you good?" I was like, "I'll talk to you later." You're okay. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. It's the human body is
weird.
Is very rarely beautiful and is mostly disgusting.
It's really weird. Sweat comes from it. Mucus. Blech.
I don't know if this is a popular opinion or not, but it's I think all human genitalia is disgusting. I like female parts because something chemically in me makes me like him. But objectively, it's no more pretty than what I got.
I can agree with you on that. I don't know. When people are like, "Oh my god, a penis, that was a beautiful," I'm like, "Oh," or even a vagina, I'm like,
You sure about that? It's a waste dispensary paired with a recreation area. Are you sure?
We need them, so I appreciate them. We all need to have our
space.
Or whatever, our reproductionism, whatever, to reproduce and all that. But that doesn't mean it look pretty. No, because poop comes out and nobody's saying that looks pretty. And we have to poop.
Yeah.
I know that's gross.
I mean, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'll eat ass.
Oh, wrong answer. That's gross. Poop comes out of there.
Yeah,
now you got poop on your mouth.
Not if it's cleaned out and done.
How are you cleaning out your butthole? That flush stuff crap that people buy? Because I'm telling you, if someone told me they did not buy that.
I'm not sticking my tongue in a girl's asshole. What are you talking about?
I don't care. Poop. Some people don't wipe good, and I'm like, ooh. I just imagine. You ever see that episode of SpongeBob?
Do you think I'd be eating booty cakes and shit? Like, no, get the fuck out of here. Besides, like, here's the thing: if I'm gonna do anything with butt stuff with a person, I need to have met parents. There needs to be a relationship.
I need some paperwork. I need some doctors.
It's like I need to like we gotta see. I gotta see a future with you. If there's none of that. Nah.
It is gross. Have you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he tried Gary's food? Most important meal of the day. Yeah. That's what I meant. Like a piece of poop just curling on your tongue, like, hello there. And you're like, oh. I know people have done that. And I'm just like, oh, you say that until you try it. No, thanks. I'm fine. I wouldn't do that for anybody. I don't want that done. Nope.
It's an acquired taste.
Lick.
Well, so is like dick and pussy too.
No, not for me.
No head ever.
I don't know. Off comment.
No comments on that one.
Right, but I don't know. I just feel like people try to be too crazy with things like that. Like they think like you're goddamn like pretzel dough before you fry it. Like, come on, looks better. You're like, no.
I'm not flexible. Fuck you.
I've heard too many people complain to me about that, and I'm just saying no. No means no.
Yo, literally, it's like there's this one chick who I was fooling around with, and a while ago, and it was like oh wait, no, this was last November. This was back when I was still with my ex, and she kind of wanted, like, I joked about doing No Nut November and stuff, and then I obviously failed immediately. But she said, but I thought you were going to do No Nut November. I'm like, I didn't want to. She's like, but you're supposed to do it for me. I said, and I just started saying, my body, my choice. My body, my choice. My body, my choice. And she was like mad, like liberal and uber feminist and all that, which is fine. But it's like she
took it all right.
She was just like, no, she was just like, she started giggling because it's just like, yeah, my body, my choices. She couldn't do anything about it, even though she knew I was like kind of joking too.
Okay, yeah, because like some people can't take a joke, and then you're just like, I was just kidding, and they're like, that's not funny. You ever notice today everyone gets offended over everything?
People are fucking thin-skinned little bitches.
I don't know. That's why like a lot of comedians and stuff like they try to revert from it, and a lot of people find it funny. I'm like, it's not funny. Like if it's just rude, it's not.
Do you see Chappelle's new special, Sticks and Stones?
No.
Are you gonna go see it?
Yes, I am.
Yo, legit. Part of me thinks like I'll have a bonus episode with a bunch of like. I'll make sure that next time we have a bonus episode, you're a part of it, and I'll ask you what did you think of it.
No man, yeah, I gotta see it. My sister said it was pretty funny.
It's good.
I don't know, because I feel like if you can't make fun of yourself or learn to laugh at yourself, like, come on. When I sprained my ankle falling down the stairs one time, and I laughed on the floor for about half an hour before I realized I was in pain.
I broke my foot playing knockout in high school.
That's not fun. Or, when someone gets hit in the face from a ball, you laugh.
The most Caucasian kid in the planet who can't play basketball. Broke his foot playing basketball, but not real basketball. Knockout.
It happens, man.
Nobody faked me out, nothing. I did it to myself.
The worst thing is, I hated playing like anything like volleyball or anything like dodgeball. Somebody would always hit like a girl in the face, and I knew like my day was coming for someone. And they always ask me like, "Are you okay?" And you're trying everything to just not cry. Cause they're like, that actually kind of hurt. And your eyes start tearing up, and you're just like, I'm fine. But they're like, are you okay? And you're like, stop asking me the question. And the tears start coming down. They're like, oh, she's not okay. And you're like, I was this close.
I was fighting my lizard brain, bitch.
Why did you talk to me? I hate when people ask, are you okay? Are you sure? Leave me alone. Sometimes you're frustrated. It's not that you're sad. Or you're tearing. I just got hit in the face, like with a dodgeball. I'm not gonna be smiling.
Have you ever like stubbed your toe or something and then like wished inanimate objects felt pain?
I never really thought about that, but now I am. Kind of, because
I think about how bad you like stub your toe where you bumped, you hurt, and you're just like.
I hope that hurt you too.
In the tail, but it's like, wouldn't it be much nicer if they felt pain? Because you're like, now you understand how I feel.
Yeah, but that would be kind of creepy. Like, because imagine a chair. We sit on those. You would be here nonstop.
Like, the last thing I need is a sentient chair sniffing my ass.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Nope. I can stand.
God forbid they had mouths.
Oh no! You know they're trying to make toilet chairs now, so like you can like go on the go because they're rolly chairs. It's like you need to like do office work, but you also gotta go. It has like a flush too.
People's cubicles gonna be stankin'.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it's for like people who don't like to get up. I like having a break sometimes. Manager's like, hey, someone go grab. I'm like, I'll do it.
You know what they say? The boss makes $1, I make a time. That's why I poop on company time.
I had a coworker where I used to work who used to do that all the time. It was like the last 30 minutes he'd leave. Go to the bathroom. I was like, why? Come on, like we're busy, don't do it. But he was smart for it. Like I can't even get mad. So I was like, you know, I'm sitting in the. They knew I didn't use our bathrooms. I was like, oh hell no, I don't look at it. So I just faked it. I'm like, I use the bathroom.
I just go play on my phone for 30 minutes.
I didn't take 30 minutes. I was too self-conscious about that. I'd be like, yo, what are you doing in there? If a guy does it, nobody cares. A girl, I'm like, what? Shame on me for pooping, right? Plus, our bathrooms always smelled weird, so they blamed you for that smell, and I was like, not me.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Yeah, I was like, it's definitely not me. I just was on my phone, and then like if a customer came in, I would just pretend to wash my hands, like, I'd actually put them in the hand soap, because when you work in like restaurants and stuff, it doesn't matter if you clean your hands in the bathroom. You need to do it again when you come inside, just as a precaution. Because, you know, that because you said you washed your hands in the bathroom doesn't mean you actually did it. So they want proof to, like, put your number in. Come on. Clean. Keep your hands clean. Then you gotta sanitize them. Then you gotta put gloves. Yeah.
Remember your Burger King job?
Yes.
Tell the story about the little punk-ass kid who came in trying to call all the women working their mommy. Or all like just like flirting with all like he's like 15, like flirting with all like the women working.
He wasn't flirting with it. He was annoying us. Oh my god, that kid. Whoever his mom is, please
be his ass.
Please do. He was rude. Like they would ask for extra sauce. Like, hey, can I? But he didn't ask nicely because I honestly I didn't.
No
care.
manners.
I didn't care. Somebody was like, can I have 12 sauces? I was like, here. And they're like, you had to charge him for that. I'm like, next time, not because you know. Like a little thing. I didn't care. Him, I never gave it to him. Not even the free one. I was like, I don't care. I charged him every time. He was so rude. He was like the jerk of little kids. And like, I know one time, like, I dyed my hair and I dyed it wrong. He was like talking mad crap about me. And I was like, oh, so I got worse to say. So you better be careful. I'm dealing with your food, man. So this is Burger King. You think it's like the end of the world if I get fired from here? This is not. Doing me a favor. Yeah, you brought like I know I got like real hostile there. That I wanted to like shove his like sandwich on like the mayonnaise.
What is the one thing you wish you could have done at Burger King before you left?
Well, we kind of already did it when we had absurd customers. Sometimes we had one. She was like, I asked for pickles, so we put it on. She was like, actually, I don't want pickles. They dipped her bread in pickle juice, gave it to her, so you got your pickle, not pickle sandwich. Enjoy. She's like. She actually liked it too, which was ironic because we weren't trying to do that. Because people like, I think the one thing I always wanted to do was just throw food at someone's like stupid. We've had people throw food at us, and just not at me. We're like, you know, here's your damn Whopper, take it. Just jump or the ketchup, you know, just dump that whole thing on them.
You want to know what's such a catch-22 about working at like restaurants and stuff? You may get free food, but you end up hating it.
Yeah.
Over time.
It sounds like, oh, let's go Burger King. I'm like, no.
It's like, would you want to get, like, if somebody asked me, what would you want to get paid, 11 an hour, or would you want to get paid 10, and we'll feed you as well? I'll be like, 11.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, two things. A, could sneak food if I wanted to.
Yeah, we did it all the time.
Second, I'm going to end up hating this food eventually anyways.
That's true.
My buddy of mine has worked at a pizza shop for 17 years. Makes great money doing it. Otherwise, he would have left. Hates pizza.
When people, I used to work in a hot dog place. I can eat hot dogs now because it's been years, but like after working there, I was just like, nope, don't want them. We used to like cook hot dogs in the morning, like that was the smell. So hot dog water, ooh, got nothing on it. Not for me.
Yo, there's a really good there's a food truck on the corner of I think Pennsylvania Avenue and not Washington Street. What the fuck is that street? Some street in Wilmington, but it's there's this Muslim family that like runs like this food truck, and they got these dogs there. I don't know whether they're real pork or not, but they taste like the real pork.
And they're pretty good.
Yo.
They
cut them in half till just the skin's available. They put them in the fryer, like.
Oh yeah, we used to do those too.
And I get mine with like mustard and onions, and they wrap it up in a tin foil so like the bun gets steamed a little bit.
Yeah.
And like I shit you not, it's like I'm eating it all one of the dogs on my way home. It's like $2 for a dog.
And okay, you're kind of making me hungry.
Let's I mean, what time is it?
Not summertime.
Show for real. Yeah. Oh, you driving or are you taking the bus to work?
My mother, sadly.
Fun.
We all been there, right?
Yeah. You and I can grab something after the podcast, but we're wrapping up soon in a few minutes anyways, but so let me ask you a question. What is your favorite genre of music? I know you're a bit of a K-pop fan, or is that Joe?
That's Joe.
That's Joe.
I know some of it, but I'm not as much as her.
What's the deal with K-pop fans and their cult-like mentality?
Great music, better fandoms. The more you promote, give the fans what they want, they'll like you more. And that's what they do. Like, K-pop's they'll step out of their comfort zone to do that. Like, if you've seen their performances, like, they must be super expensive. They're like, you want my shirt off? They throw it. They do whatever the fans want. You want a song about my feet? Give you a song about my feet.
Some of the female K-pop groups be like that. Some of the songs they be writing be
mad they'll get a lot of surgery because they know the certain look that they're going for. They'll do it. So it's like, they'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
They got balls, but I just want to do it myself.
Yeah.
I'm not getting surgery.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. People in surgery don't look great.
Yeah, because after a while, it kind of changes. It looks
fake as, like, it's like...
It looks fake.
It looks fake as fuck, and it's like, how much surgery do you think Kim Kardashian has to get on a yearly basis to maintain her look?
Because lip injections, I heard, like, you have to keep getting that.
You don't stop.
No. Look at Joan Rivers, and it's a risk. You can literally kill yourself from doing that. So I'm like, and people are like, oh, but I want to look at something.
Rest in peace, Joan Rivers.
Yes. But it's like, if you really want to look a certain way, like, that's just not the way to go about it. Because fashion trends change all the time.
Facts.
Back then, skinny eyebrows were the thing. Now it's thick eyebrows. Remember, like, people used to like to be thin. Now, if you're thick, oh, that's in style. You got a little belly, that doesn't matter. Ooh, body promotion back then. What? In the Greeks, back then.
I've been like big girls.
Meant your money.
I've been like big girls.
But I'm telling you, not everybody. Like, when you watch the movies and stuff like that, they were all really skinny. Now they got, like, leads who are, like, big. But then sometimes they also promote, like, obesity.
But it's like, but they don't, right, and it's like.
You can be big as long as you're healthy.
Right, it's like, you don't know how you maintain being big and still, like, not like fuck up your innards. Portions. What you do is you eat good food. You have to the amount of calories you get out of McDonald's cheeseburger is different from the amount of here's the thing, it's not just calories you have to consider, it's also the sugar. Like, the best way to get your size, to stay thick is sugar intake. But sugar is like the worst fucking thing for you.
Yeah.
You should only eat at most 10 grams a day. At most.
People won't do that.
One can of Coke has 4 times that amount in it.
That's why I don't drink soda anymore. I only drink waters and tea and children's juices. If I'm feeling a bit crazy, I'll do some Hawaiian punch. Yeah.
I don't know why one serving size of Coke is a can. It should be a quarter of a can. It should be like a serving size. It should be like an eighth of a can.
Whatever sells. Because if you do some serving size, it's like cereal. I'm like, dude, who's gonna eat that? Like, I can't. I tried to do that at one point. Like, eat by the serving size. I was starving. I was like, I'm not doing this.
Right. So
True.
it's like literally, it's like, the best way to like maintain a good weight is eat some green shit, eat some red shit, cut the sugar, drink water.
Plus, like, people try to say, like,
and
healthier foods aren't good, but some of them are pretty freaking
And if you think if you feel sexy being a bigger person,
go for it.
Go for it. But here's the difference, though. To maintain that and still be healthy, you got to eat green shit, red shit, and water, but in greater quantity.
Yeah, because I know people who are big, but they're healthy. They don't have diabetes. They don't have anything.
Because I know people who they put food in their they put good food in their body.
And they exercise too.
They just eat a lot of it to maintain that. I know
people who are skinny who
like they don't
terrible health.
Terrible.
And everyone's like, oh, they leave them alone because they're skinny. I'm like, no, they need some help too. I'm like, yikes.
Yeah, it's like. It's like
I have some meat on you.
And if you're trying to lose weight, you should never lose. You should only be losing a pound a week to stay healthy. Because here's the thing: if you lose more than a pound or two a week, all of it's coming back. Like I had a homegirl who from my childhood who was always a big girl, But then like I saw her when I was like 17-ish, like 16, 17, and then she was like in 18 or 19. All of it fell off. She changed her diet to she was only eating 1,000 calories a day. That's not like the average. A healthy diet is about 2,500 calories a day.
It's like.
And all she wasn't eating anything. She was drinking Crystal Light, eating salad, eating nothing. She was always hungry.
Yeah.
Guess what happened? All back. She's still pretty. She's smart. She's married now. She's great. But it's like she went back to eating semi-normal again. Not even like what she was, but eating healthy again.
Yeah, plus
there's a difference between there's healthy. There's one version of healthy eating. Like it's like, what do you need to like? I don't fucking know. Like vegans freak me out.
Not me. I'm okay. I have vegan friends. You choose your lifestyle. Just make sure that it's also gonna affect you in a way like that you're still getting the vitamins you need if you choose that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. It's because a lot of people are trying to like, I'm just gonna cut off all this food and then I'm gonna lose the weight. But then they go back to eating and getting it right back. But it's like tell people,
right? Because a diet is not
just
a life. It's a lifestyle choice. It's not a temporary thing.
Then you have to keep doing it.
It's like part of the reason why like all those things of women saying, oh, it's a temporary thing you can do. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have a cheat day. I'm like, no. This is your life now.
How you eat every day is how you have to eat forever.
You
want to cut Doritos out? You got to cut them out. But if you don't have to. You can still eat but you got to have that balance.
Here's one of the biggest things I advocate to people. If you want to lose 10 pounds and keep it off easy, just drink water.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. You don't need flavor from your drink. You can get flavor from your food. Do you know what I'm cooking tonight for dinner for me when I get home? I'm going home, taking my crock pot, taking a pound of chicken, cutting it up into cubes, throwing it in there, along with can of crushed tomatoes, a little bit of half and half, turmeric, garam masala, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, chicken tikka masala, 6 hours, done.
Bam.
Delicious.
But that's what a lot of people don't like to cook now too. That's why a lot of things are instant. They're like, why should I make this? I have instant rice. I have instant chicken, but it's not good for you.
Right, but I have a bag of rice the size of my torso sitting in my apartment that I take a cup full.
But people don't want to do it. Why do you think people go to McDonald's? They don't want to cook. People don't want to do it.
Right, but I spent $20 on that bag of rice.
It'll last you longer.
3 months ago, and I'm still I just got to halfway full of using it. If that chicken tikka masala probably cost me less than $1 to make total ingredients. But if I went to McDonald's and spent, even if I went to McDonald's and spent no more than one thing off the dollar menu.
It still adds up.
And that's all I ate, and I ate that every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, one thing off the dollar menu every day, and it was $1. They're not fudging it with like, oh, it's $1.19, all that bullshit. No, just $1. It's still $90 a month out of my pocket for food.
No.
Versus probably less than 20 over if I just eat breakfast.
BJ's and Costco, you buy in bulk, it lasts
and
a while.
literally, getting a Costco membership is less than you think. It's $60 a year.
I know.
A year.
I know, because my mom has it.
I have one in my wallet. It's fantastic.
You walk in, plus the food that they have there, it was like, yeah, I'll take it all. Plus, like, we just bought an air fryer recently in BJ's. It was cheap. It was like $30.
I want a cast iron pan.
I do too.
Yo!
All for it.
Yo, because, like, legit, it's like, yo, I want to make a grilled cheese in that and just make it
Because
bang it.
A lot of people don't know, like, you're not supposed to clean it. Like, you can wipe it up a bit.
Like, here's how you do it.
Keep that flavor in there.
Here's what you're supposed to do.
Starving.
To get rid of the shit in the bottom of the pan, you're supposed to coat it in olive oil, let it sit, and then wipe it out with a paper towel. But not too much.
Alright, we gotta stop talking about food. Like, my stomach is talking to
Yo,
me.
for legit, like, I'm fucking hungry too. So it's like, I think what we should do is, like, you and I, want to go grab a beef patty from a Jamaican spot and just.
I want some pizza. You said pizza. Yeah, I want to go to make.
Sure, let's go to man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're starving. We're gonna go eat. So this has been the High Soapbox. Karen, thank you so much for joining me.
Of course.
Before you go, is there anything you want to plug? Any YouTube, Instagram, vinyl, like all that stuff?
On my Instagram, if you need a repeat, it was K3PX4, and then the vinyl page is K3PX4 vinyl, and you can actually find it on my page. I won't give out Facebook, because no.
Good call. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.